The output won't fire. The cylinder just sits there. And now the whole line is down while everyone stares at you. So is it the field device, the wiring, the I/O card, or your program? Guessing is how you burn an afternoon. Testing tells you in minutes. In this video, I will show you how to test PLC digital I/O the right way. A simple, repeatable method that finds the fault fast. We will isolate the problem layer by layer. We will read the input LED against the input bit in software. We will force an output safely and meter the terminal. And I will show you the one split that catches almost everyone. Let's start by thinking about it the right way. Quick note before we dig in. This is from PLC Simulator, where you can practice everything in this video free, right in your browser. The simulator shows live I/O, every input and output lighting up as the program runs. No install, no hardware. Click the link in the description to try it free. Now the method. The whole game is isolation. A signal travels through a chain. The field device, the wiring, the terminal, the I/O card, and finally your program. When something does not work, do not jump around randomly. Walk the chain in order and prove each link. Each test you run either clears a link or convicts it. That is the entire skill. So the question is never just why it is broken. The real question is which link is broken. Test in order, and the fault has nowhere to hide. We will start at the field end and work our way in. Start with inputs. Here is the move. Operate the field device by hand. Press the button, trip the sensor, throw the limit switch. Now watch two things at once. The input LED on the module and the input bit in your software. Both on means that input is good all the way through. The field device works, the wiring is intact, the card sees it, and the program reads it. Now the diagnostic part. If the LED stays off when you operate the device, the problem is out in the field. A dead sensor, a broken wire, a loose terminal. Confirm it with a meter. Put your meter across the input terminal and check for 24 volts when the device is active. Voltage there, but no LED means a bad input point on the card. No voltage means it is the field side. 2 checks, and the input is settled. Now outputs. Outputs flip the logic. You drive from the controller out toward the field. The cleanest test is a force. Force the output on deliberately from your software. And here is the safety line. Never force an output without knowing exactly what it will move. Lock out anything that could hurt someone or wreck the machine. With it forced on, check 3 things in order. 1. The output LED on the module. Is the card commanding it? 2. Meter the output terminal. Is the voltage actually getting there? 3. Does the field device actually actuate? Does the valve shift, the contactor pull in, the light come on? LED on, but no voltage at the terminal is a bad output point. Voltage at the terminal, but a dead device is wiring or the device itself. You have just split the output side cleanly in 2. Now the one that catches everyone. You operate the device, the input LED is clearly on, but the bit in your program never goes true. The hardware is fine. The signal got into the card. So the fault is not electrical at all. It is your addressing or your logic. Wrong tag mapped to that point. The bit read somewhere you did not expect. A normally closed contact where you wanted normally open. LED on, bit off, means stop metering and start reading your program. And while we are here, if the LED behaves backwards from what you expect, that is often a syncing versus sourcing wiring mismatch. I have a full video on NPN versus PNP and syncing and sourcing. It is linked below, and it pairs perfectly with this one. So here is the method. Isolate the chain, field device, wiring, terminal, card, program. For an input, operate it and watch the LED and the bit together. Then meter the terminal for 24 volts. For an output, force it safely. Check the LED, meter the terminal, confirm the device moves. And remember the split. LED on, bit off, is always a program problem, never a wiring one. Do that and you stop guessing. Now, go make it concrete. The best way to learn this is to watch live I/O while a program runs. See the inputs and outputs change in real time, with nothing on fire and nobody waiting. If you want to practice this hands-on, click the link in the description to start free at plcsimulationsoftware.com. No hardware, no install. Subscribe, new video every Tuesday. See you in the next one.